Got my wax melt going. Vintage Luxe is what it's called. Smells so sexy. Coffee, ready to go.
So today's going to be a pretty straightforward day. I have purposely kept it minimal in terms of art tasks. The reason being is that I have a bit of day jobbing to do today, and I will also be leaving town for a few days in a couple of days. So I need to clean the apartment thoroughly. I hate living in a dirty apartment because I hate coming home to a dirty apartment. So that needs to happen. Once the day jobbing and the cleaning is out of the way, I'm going to sit down for a little bit and work on the comic book and do a little bit of work on this illustration. What else are we going to do today? I think that's it. One reason that I'm going to San Diego is to check out a tiny house convention. Did I say that already? I don't think that I did. My curiosity is piqued. So later tonight when I run out to grab dinner, I'm going to stop by a trailer park that is tiny house friendly, because I tell you, my curiosity is very piqued. And so I want to go take a look at that just to quell my curiosity. And that's going to do it for the day. Just a chill day. I hope that you enjoy joining me. So let's go ahead and get on with it. No more stalling, no more talking. Let's do this thing.
On my way home from grocery shopping, I've had my eye on this place since I moved here. It is this quirky, retro, fabulous little trailer home park. It's nuzzled up right against these mountains here. I think it's so cute and so 1950s, 60s, kitschy Americana. Look at that. But apparently they are tiny home friendly, and I'm thinking, if there's any hope of me remaining in ridiculously expensive California. Is that a dog park? They have a dog park. Then anyways, as I was saying, if there's any hope of me staying in this ridiculously expensive state, I think I need to look at the unicorn, Pegasus. Let me attempt to get this statement out. If there's any hope of me remaining in this expensive state and in this increasingly pricey city, I think a tiny home in one of these parks is the way to go. Look, here's one. Is this a tiny home? It is. Oh my God. Oh, I'm kind of in love. Look at this. John Waters would be proud. I am noticing that the street names are named after planets. It's kind of hippy-dippy, this place, and that's probably why I'm in love with it. You know, people are judgmental and obnoxious, and you guys know how I feel about that. There's a stigma attached to mobile home parks, and I just think it's stupid. Look, can you see the street sign? It's called Saturn. The purple tree. Did you see the purple tree stump? Yeah, I'm not a fan of judgmental a-holes. You all know that. If you want to live in a trailer park, live in a trailer park. For whatever reason that is. Whether it's financial reasons or just because you're a quirky weirdo who wants to live in a trailer park. Look at these vintage trailers. I think they're so cute. Yeah, this place could use a little bit of maintenance, but that's up to each individual who owns it. Check this one out. Did you see that? I really profusely apologize if I'm making you dizzy, but I am goosenecking or rubbernecking, as it's called, all of these spaces, because some of these are really cool. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look ahead. Oh, here's a tiny home. Oh my God. This is exciting. That is a tiny home. Look at that one. Oh, I love. Look. You guys, I would love that. Clean it up a little bit. Spruce it up a little bit. Throw some disco balls out there. I can dig it. Wonderful. How awesome would it be to own one of these places and to thoroughly vet the tenants and say, I only want cool, artistic people to live here, and then it could be this amazing little community of eccentrics and creatives, no? Oh, I see another cool one up here. Oh, the people here love color. Oh, they are my people. Look at that. For sale. What? $42,000? Should I? All right, let's get out of here.
Good morning, good morning. I'm going to keep this very quick because I am going to be heading out of town in a minute, so I need to finish putting my stuff as well as Mr. Pooch Pooch's stuff in the car and my sludge. I need to eat my sludge. It's either this or a super fatty, sugary pastry from the French bakery that I love so much. You can tell which one I'd prefer, right? But we'll eat the oatmeal sludge instead and be good. This is what I'm taking with me, my brand new sketchbook, in the event that I feel like just sitting and sketching. I took the wrapper off this morning. Ooh, it's lovely cloth cover, which of course is going to screen for stains. Hopefully I can keep it looking green for at least an hour. I am also taking with me my next big project. I do anticipate being able to get quite a bit of this done while I'm away. So that's going to do it. I will see you guys probably in San Diego. I have that tiny house convention that I am looking forward to so much. I'm so excited, but I hesitated to say that because the day is looking very dreary, and if it's dreary out in the desert, that means there's a storm on the coast. So, woo, fingers crossed for the tiny convention, but I have a feeling it's not going to happen, but we'll see. Let's go to San Diego. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, let's eat first. Food first.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get you today?
Hi there. Can I do a venti iced green tea unsweetened, please? And that'll do it.
Gotcha. We're going to see at the window for $2.95.
Thank you. When we arrive at the window, can you hand her these $3? What's with the attitude? Are you mad because I didn't order you anything? Here, hand these to her. Oh, the attitude is too much. The attitude is too much. We live in makes me so sad. Not because of buffoonery like this. They're just having fun. But I was leaving the drive-thru, or rather I was picking up my drink from the drive-thru, and the girl, she hesitated a little bit. She looks at me, she takes my money, and she says, "Oh, I hope this doesn't sound weird, but I love your look." I looked at her and I said, "Sweetie, that's not weird. That's actually really sweet. Thank you." And she's like, "Oh, okay, and she giggled. "I just didn't want to be weird." Why do we live in this world where nobody can compliment anybody? I mean, I don't blame her. I understand, but I blame everybody else who takes offense to everything. Ugh, even in Palm Springs, that bizarro cultural shift is happening. I live in a very liberal city. Why does that crap happen here? Come on. We're very open-minded here. Nobody should be offended by anything. If you see that somebody's wearing something nice or you like their hair, does it really make you nervous? Does it make you second guess whether or not you should pay them a compliment? Am I crazy? Am I just a 98-year-old curmudgeonly old man who just doesn't know any better? Anyways, I will see you guys in San Diego. is this technically brunch or lunch at this hour?
Well, we're eating from the brunch menu.
Okay, so if you can't tell, I'm
if
with
you
the
can't tell, it's
biggest
brunch.
Mo in the world. So of course we're having brunch on a Sunday. But he doesn't want to be on camera, so there's his chest.
Oh, you're recording? Oh.
Where are we again? What is this place called?
Fernside.
Fernside. We are in the hipster part of San Diego, which is of course my favorite. But he happens to live here, so can I call you a baby hipster? Would that be accurate?
Would it be?
Ish. But look what they have out here. They have this adorable hipster Target.
It's actually called Target Express.
Target Express. All right, that's enough obnoxious Southern California brunch footage for now. You're gonna see my food when it gets here anyway, but I completely forgot to show you guys the food, but as you know, I'm a princess about stupid things like plating food, and it looked atrocious anyway, so you didn't miss anything. So here's our beer. I just got yelled at because he took a bite of his, what did you get?
Chocolate chip brownie.
And what did you tell me? Because I got angry with you because you bit.
It's food.
Say that again?
It's food. You're supposed to eat it.
I feel like I've turned into such an Instagrammer because of that. Okay, you may eat it now. The things I put up with for you people for my vlogs, okay? I got a lemon and Bavarian cream cupcake from Baby Cakes. If I don't forget, I'm going to insert an exterior shot of this place because it's adorable. And it's right across the street from the art store. So at one point this was a big, fun, funky mall. Now it's dead. Abandoned malls, but they're still playing music, which is bizarre.
Good morning, good morning. I am back from San Diego. I'm a little bummed there was no tiny house convention, or rather, there was a tiny house convention, but it was cold and rainy and stormy, so no tiny house convention for this girl. It is rather dark and rainy outside in the desert today, but I love it when it's like this here. So today's going to be a simple day. I have some day jobbing that I need to do. After that, it's going to be a long, gorgeous walk in this beautiful, overcast, sprinkly desert. It smells so good out here when it rains. The creosote bushes, it's magical. So I need to do that. I'm going to get a little bit of comic book work done. I am going to handle as much of the print situation on Etsy as I can deal with today. This is just a tiny sprinkling. I'll show you more of them at a later date. I need to film the video, which by the time this vlog is up, that video for the prints will already be on my channel. Watch it if you have not already. And finally, I'm going to ink this. I have been experimenting a little bit with the correct technique of watercoloring and ink, which is to not lay down ink lines first and to watercolor over what is essentially the ghosted pencil lines. But I'm not sure I like that, so I'm going to do a little bit of a half and half on this one, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But in any case, I'm going to be cleaning this line work up a little bit and inking it, hopefully, and that's going to do it for the day. Right? Is that going to do it for the day? Yeah. All right. Shh. Let's get on with it. It is afternoon and I am getting around to updating my Etsy shop with these prints. It's about flippin' time that these were put up on the Etsy shop. If you've been following my vlogs, you know that I've been discussing this for a while now, trying to figure out if I was going to do this or not, how I was going to do it, and all of that good stuff. Well, it's happening. In fact, by the time that you watch this video, the prints will already be on Etsy. I've already even uploaded a YouTube video going into my history with these paintings and why I was so hung up about listing them in the first place. So go ahead and watch that video if you are curious about hearing a little bit more about all of that situation. If you are one of the people who have purchased a print already, thank you so much. If you are thinking about it, head on over to the store and see what I have available. Today's going to be a pretty slow day. I just have a little bit of comic book work, these prints to get through, and I may try to squeeze in a little bit of other stuff as well. I don't know. I had a plan this morning to keep it simple, and I think we're going to continue with that. So let's carry on with the vlog, shall we? Going to interrupt my day to share with you something a little bit silly, but if you've been with me for a while, you know it's something that I cannot live without. Ralph is here. He's just as excited as I am. I received a big box of smelly deliciousness in the mail. Now, yes, disclaimer, these are from Hobby Lobby. I am very well aware, and I've mentioned it before, that I have a little bit of a dubious relationship with Hobby Lobby, but the way I see it is I live in a gay town. The gay boys shop at Hobby Lobby, and if they have no problem shopping at Hobby Lobby, who am I to have a problem with it? It is not my battle to fight. So I shop there for things like this. They happen to carry some highly scented, very inexpensive wax melts that I love so much, and when they're on sale, I go crazy. So instead of driving all the way down to the Hobby Lobby, which is about 25 minutes from me or so, something like that. I just placed an order for them. But look at this. You guys know me. I can't work at all. I cannot work without a candle or incense or wax melts or a combination of all three burning in the background. Look, I have a candle sitting right here, right next to Ralph. It's what I do. My favorite one. You guys ask me about my scent choices, and I always tell you, if it's warm and spicy and smells like an opium den or a man that stepped out of 1975, that is my jam. That's what I go for. But here, I grabbed some that are a little bit cleaner, you know, when guests come over or for the restroom. I like to have cleaner, fresher scents like these guys. But my favorite, look at this. Christmas morning. I'm a weirdo. I love Christmas scents all year long. But my absolute favorite, if anybody's looking for wax melts and you wonder what I smell like most of the time, this one, Vintage Luxe, is my favorite. Oh my God, this smells like a man from 1974. Delicious. That one's my favorite. This one's okay. I haven't burned it. I've smelled it out of the package and it smells good. Very similar to this one, but Vintage Luxe. What else? Which other one do I like a lot? This one smells like a witch's house. Black tourmaline, love this one too. This one, if you are not into very strong, witchy, borderline poisonous, old lady grandma, evil, Parisian, madam, brothel, all of the above, stay away from this one. But oh, I love this one. This one and this one, sexy. Hello everyone. Welcome to this vlog's wrap up. I have my blinds fully open, so there's going to be weird lighting here. Forgive me, it is a rainy day outside, so it's dark but bright, if that makes any sense. It's overcast, so I'm gonna need as much lighting as possible to make this happen. I mean, hence the hat. The rain equals hat, because I'm wearing no hairspray today. So if I go outside with hairspray on, even without hairspray, everything just goes poof. So I wear this to solve the problem. Does it make me look more Amish or cowboyish? I don't, hey. And this is what happens when you're a dude ranch cowboy and you don't spend a lot of money on your hats. Although it's not really a cowboy hat, it's a fedora. Should I leave it on? Should I leave it on to annoy everyone so that everybody could be like, look at this freaking hipster goth. Oh, look at me. Super hipster with my rainbow. Oh my gosh, I just spittled. My rainbow aluminum straw. Hello. So I'm honestly debating whether or not I should leave this on. I mean, this is clearly more comfortable, but you know what? I've never worn a hat. Let's leave it on for a portion of this wrap up. Damn, start with the wrap up. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to this wrap up. We went on a nice little bird walk there for a second. What did you see in this vlog? No tiny house convention, which is what I was looking forward to the most, unfortunately, but I blame the rain. The tiny house convention was not rained out because it did still happen, but the forecast said that it was going to be stormy and rainy, so I decided not to go because it's going to be stormy and rainy. So I didn't go to the tiny house convention. From what I understand, it was kind of sort of rained out. So I'm sad that I didn't go. More sad that this t-shirt is not cooperating with me, but that's okay. There will be more tiny house conventions in the future. I'm not that bent out of shape about it. What's important is artwork. I'm back on the grind. I took you guys to San Diego just so you can get a little teeny tiny peek of my shenanigans in San Diego. I explored, this is bothering me now, I can't get the shape right. I like this, I like it down. I explored a dead mall with a friend of mine. That mall, holy crap. I live in my bat cave, my little insular world here, so I don't really know what's going on outside of my immediate bubble. Just for better or worse, for my own sanity, I try not to follow the news. I try to keep all of that outside. If I'm out and about and people are going to engage me in conversation about current events, perfect. But in my bubble, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to stress about it. My job is to create a bubble and to invite those of you in who need a respite from that yuckiness going on outside. So I don't care. I don't know. But the point is that I had no idea that the mall situation was getting so bad. I mean, we all know, of course, malls are dying. Amazon, the Walmart, all of those overlords are killing everything. But holy cow, the mall that I went to was completely desolate. And a few years ago, it was still popping. And it was a little strange to see because that mall is the mall that I used to go to a lot when I was a bratty, punk-ass little teenager, just wanting to wander around the city. I would hang out in downtown and I would go to that mall. I mean, I wasn't doing anything bad. I wasn't a rebellious teenager that just wanted to be an asshole to be an asshole. That was never my style. But I would like to go out late at night and run around in the malls just to take pictures and be a goof. And that's one of the malls that I used to go to quite frequently. It's huge. It looks like a giant... It's kind of like a mashup of MC Escher and Dr. Seuss, if that makes any sense. I posted, well, you saw a couple of clips, and then I also posted a couple of photographs on my Instagram a while back. So if you saw those, you know what I'm talking about. But there's wonky. It's a multi-level mall, staircases everywhere. Amazing place to shoot. God, if I was in a synth pop band, which I guess I could be today, I would love to film a music video there. It would be a great set for pictures, for a movie. Anyway, it was good times in San Diego. I visited one of my favorite cupcake places. I have been going to that cupcake place forever. It's called Baby Cakes, the best cupcakes. They are gourmet cupcakes. So they're a little frou-frou, but they're cheap and delicious. Well, cheap by San Diego standards anyway. But yeah, I had a good time in San Diego. It's nice to get away from the desert every once in a while because, not because I hate it out here, because you all know I'm obsessed, but because fondness makes my little black heart grow fonder. So when I leave the desert, I'm chomping at the bit to get back. So that was fun. But artwork is always the be-all, end-all. I have been working on my comic book sporadically. The new coloring book is completed. There were are some technical difficulties right now with the formatting of the book, so that needs to get completed, which it'll be completed within the next week or so. So the book is still on track to be released this month, which is March. So you'll be seeing that soon. Of course, the obligatory appearance by Mr. Bentley in the back. And that's it. The art prints are finally on sale on Etsy. Those have been selling well, you guys, so thank you. I know that I filmed a clip of me putting the prints up for sale in this clip, but when I'm sitting down to film this wrap-up, I just posted them for sale. They're already selling, so I know it's a little discombobulated, but the art prints are selling. Thank you to everyone who has been snagging a little piece of my history. It means so much that you care, that you're interested in those things, and I have nothing else to say. The reason why is because I have so much on the horizon, and it's one of those stages where, you know how I am. I have a lot of plans, but I don't like to reveal them until I am close to bringing those plans into the world, right? I keep my goings on and my inner workings pretty secretive until the plan is solid and I feel comfortable feeding you guys these ideas. Excuse the barking. I don't like to count my eggs before they hatch. So just know that things are toiling away. Things are happening behind the scenes. So I'm going to have a lot of stuff to share with you in the coming months. I was hoping to have the comic book out this spring, and I think springtime is a few months, so I think the comic book will probably still happen before summer. But you guys, I grotesquely underestimated how long this comic book was going to take me. With everything that I have swirling around at the moment, I used to beat myself up for not being able to keep up with my own insanely disastrous production schedule. I mean, I would schedule my day out from the morning until 2 o'clock at night, and I realized that it's not feasible to do that. It's not good to do that, and it's just mentally, it's not okay. And when I overbook myself, it actually reduces my productivity, which is logical, of course. But I'm a stubborn animal, and I like to think that I'm Superwoman and I can do everything. So while I can do a lot, I can't do everything. So for my sake, I'm forcing myself to learn how to not necessarily slow down, but to partition my time better. I have a lot to figure out on that front still. If I want to get everything done that I want to get done, I need to prioritize properly so that I can dedicate the proper amount of time to everything. I'm tired of cramming things into one day because it's just not possible. But things are happening, so that's a good thing. You can see I'm awfully chipper about my failure here because I don't see it as a failure. Again, I need to go through these periods of me feeling so stressed out at myself for overbooking myself so that I know where it's necessary for me to take a step back, reevaluate, and reconfigure. And that's the state that I'm in right now. But a lot of things are happening, and they are happening. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Sometimes it takes longer than I intended it to, but if I say it, it happens. Believe that. If I'm one thing, it's consistent. I've said that before. So that's one thing that I can happily and willingly pat myself on the back for. Jesus, I've been talking for way too long. I'm going to wrap up this because this vlog is going to be about 30 minutes, which is a little longer than usual. But thank you all so much for being here. Follow me, please, on Instagram. That is where I keep you updated the most on my art shenanigans. I do have a Facebook, of course, if you prefer a slower pace. If you are not on Instagram and you are on Facebook, you can get intermittent peeks into my life and my work there. But Instagram is where I am by far the most active. I post photos pretty regularly. I've been utilizing that story feature more, so I'm getting used to that if you want. Essentially almost daily doses of me. You can check the stories, but things are happening and I'm beginning to feel good about it. The stress is now slowly beginning to dissipate because I've been unscrambling things up here. So the pace isn't necessarily slowing down, but it is regulating, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. And I think some of you manic workaholics out there probably understand what I'm talking about. So that's all I have to say for today. I say that's all, even though I've been talking for half an hour. What is this eyelash doing? All right, I'm gonna go. I will see you guys again in the next one. Well, were you seeing that in the back? I should explain my mess because my apartment is a god-awful mess right now, but that is a Golden Girls Monopoly, all right, that's sitting on the table. Golden Girls, who am I? Blanche. There have been debates as to whether I am more Dorothy. What? I'm sorry about the eyelash. But lash problems. There have been debates about which Golden Girl I am, if I am Ms. Blanche Devereaux or Dorothy. And usually it's about a 60-40 split. I'm 60% Blanche, 40% Dorothy. I tend to think it might be the other way around. It depends on the day. Depends on the day. When I'm in work mode, I'm Dorothy. When I'm in weekend disco mode, I am Ms. Blanche. All right, enough talking. I love you. I love you. I need a refill. I'll see you on Instagram. If not on Instagram, on Facebook. If I don't see you on Facebook, I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.